I asked Spirit to give me a heads up on what energies we can take advantage of to really propel our ascension in July. This is going to be a month of healing, and that means that for some of you, you're just going to start feeling better. Emotional health is going to come hand in hand with physical health. Powers of manifestation and creation will be stronger. The doctors and it's you own it.
Hello, wonderful souls. Welcome to Becoming Awesome. There's a divine message waiting for you. July's energy update holds the guidance you've been waiting for.
Hey, you beautiful souls. Welcome to the July energy forecast. I'm so grateful that my team has let us know that this month we can look forward to 3 openings in our energetic field. First, about your health. The doctor is in and it's you. Also, there's going to be emotional health this month. There's going to be big time acceptance of your truth available to you. And lastly, this is a powerful month for committing to your course, for really authentically expressing who you are and then reaping the benefits of moving into your ascension. Let's take a look. The first energy that we should be aware of is that this is going to be a month of healing. In June, it was a month where many things quieted down from all the problems that had been taking place in the early parts of 2025. And now this is a time where your health is going to follow along with this settling. And that means that for some of you, you're just going to start feeling better. It's going to be more available to you if you can apply your own personal healing powers to it. That was the message this month. The doctor is in and it's you. This means starting to realize that you are an active creator of your health. And this isn't to blame you for being sick or anything, but it is to talk about how many of us have sacrificed our power. We go to somebody else to tell us what's wrong. We go to somebody else to get medication or prescription or treatment. We read books to learn about it, to say this, and then we have fancy names for our disease or whatever it is. All of that puts you in the box of a narrative provided by the society. And let's face it, we're a very sick society, and it just seems to be getting worse out there. This is a month where those who choose can not only get healthy by getting with the natural flow of the energy, but by stepping forward and owning that they are the greatest doctor. So at least become a partner with your medical providers. Now, I'm not giving you any medical advice here, and I'm not telling you to turn your back on Western medicine or whatever you practice. I am telling you to get involved in it. Okay? To figure out what's going on and see if that's the kind of treatment course that you want to go to. I had my blood work done recently, and it was high in cholesterol like it's been for the last 20 years. And once again, we go through the ritual where the doctor says, well, we can put you on this drug that will lower your cholesterol. And then we both started laughing because the prior time he told me, and I just read a study that shows that people are on that drug don't live any longer. Right? They die just as often. Their cholesterol's down, but they're still dying. So we both laughed and know that that wasn't going to be a form of treatment. So we discussed what we could do. And he started looking at some alternative forms, resveratrol, red yeast rice, things like that. And so with my doctor, I was able to come up with a plan that worked for me rather than passively saying, oh, here's drugs, just go do them. Okay? So the doctor's in, it's you. Start asking Spirit to help you understand what it is about your health that you can be proactive for to get healthier and to heal wherever you're at now. Right? Follow your intuition in your meditations, ask for the guidance, and then start to listen to it. And don't be afraid to work with your health providers to say, this is where I'm headed. And you're going to get, a big opening, a big window. The doctor's in, it's you. Own it. The second major energy for this month is that emotional health is going to come hand in hand with physical health. Now, for some people, it's going to look like, oh, the problems are leveling off. And you're not just feeling as stressed out as you were or triggered by all the problems that are coming up. Now, the beauty of this is that this is a time where if you choose to do your inner work, you can do it a lot easier. You're not dealing with the stress of the pain in the moment, right? So you can actually, from a place of relative comfort, go and start to do your life reviews, start to look at the times in your life where you had held emotion back and built up density. Of course, we have the free 14-day program that Tracy and I have created for you. You can check the links below for that. It's not really 14 days, it's 14 lessons. And if you work it for 3 to 5 months, miracles, so many miracles I've seen people say. The big thing is that you can do this when you're not hurting, okay? So you get more benefit. Right? The bottom line that we're all working is acceptance of your truth. This is what happened, not why it happened. I got to explain it. I got to understand it. No, not the denial. Well, I think something might have bad happened to me when I was young. Well, if you think it probably happened. Okay? So you just got to accept this and then come to the realization, hopefully, that the suffering you had been experiencing was not from that incident. The suffering was from the avoidance of that incident. And if you could just take the time to fully express it, you're free. Anything fully expressed turns to bliss. And so when I talk to you about the energy being ripe for accepting your truth, what Spirit's trying to say is that this is the time to go, oh yeah, this happened. I'm going to feel it. And I'm going to feel it fully, and I'm going to feel it from a place where I'm not too upset to start with, because then you can come back to that landing spot, right? You've got a nice nest that you've built. Always, always never do any of this alone. Always do it with your divine, okay? Right? That's the whole macho thing. No. Ask them to hold your hand like you're a little kid. Go back in there and deal with it. Finish these. And then, super important, never release anything without replacing it with something better, okay? And that's going to be, okay, as simple as divine, give me the good stuff now. Or, if you're dealing with the feeling of not being worthy, not being loved, fill me up with the certain knowledge I deserve. I am worthy. I am lovable. Okay? So emotional health is going to be very much available. A lot of things are going to calm down because of the energetics. And this can be a launching point, a platform to go even deeper and do those lifetime clearings that you've been avoiding so you can move into ascension rather than get drug kicking and screaming there. All right? Now, the third energy is kind of fun. Committing to your course. And this comes in 3 suggested methods. Because of the ease, like in June, it was easier to, a lot of the problems that have been going on had eased up. And then in July, the emotional stress that was with this is going to ease up, okay? Because you're in this space where it's not fighting upstream, not fighting the stress, your powers of manifestation and creation will be stronger. Yeah, because you're not having the resistance that was in the energetic field before. Therefore, if you commit to your course now, you're going to get a lot more out of it. So what does this look like? Very simply, intent plus action will yield big dividends this month. Right? So you have the intent and then do the action. We've already talked about the clearing work. That's usually the biggest obstacle to getting what you want manifested in the world. You just don't allow it to come to you. Spirit's trying to give it to you. But because you're holding those densities, those trapped emotions, it kind of bounces off and stuff like that. So, sometimes the action is going to look like clearing. Sometimes it might be, I'm ready to start a project. Yeah, that project I've been putting off. It could be your own personal growth commitment project. Yeah. Whatever it is, intent plus action this month will yield big dividends. So I highly recommend that you just get clear on what you're going to do and start doing it. The second portion of committing to your course, let go of what has not served you. It sounds easy, but we're so addicted to what was, right? You're just literally in the path of, I'm same old, I'm used to it. It may be shitty, but it's my shit, and I'm warm and comfortable in it. Okay? So you kind of let go of what has not served you. And that's going to allow you to commit to your course. So just letting go of stuff is committing to a better course. In other words, you're saying, I'm no longer going to unconsciously stay on this other course. This could look like job changes. And I'm not saying go quit your job or anything. I am saying start to investigate what's out there. Remember, intent plus action will yield big dividends. Could be a relationship change. Could be not being in a relationship if you have been in one. Could be taking the courage to be in one if you haven't been, right? Because it's, who you've been with that maybe hasn't been the right mesh yet because you've energetically been holding on. Could look like moving. Yeah. If you haven't found your right place, this is going to be an easy month to start to say, yeah, I'm heading somewhere else. Okay. So I'm not sure it'll look like individually. I'm just trying to tell you the energy is open for you to let go of what haven't served you. And just announce it. Just kind of do an inventory. What do you do during the day? What kind of rituals do you partake in? What do you mean rituals? I mean, you eat 3 meals. you go to the park in the afternoon. You work this job. Those are all rituals, okay? So it's like, are you doing things that fulfill you or just doing things that haven't served you? Start to get honest with it. And it may look, like I said, changing jobs, changing relationships, changing locations. And of course, don't do it alone. Ask Spirit to do it with you. Don't play the game of, guide me, show me what to do. That's still being a kid. Remember, intent plus action. Choose. But I'm scared. Move your feelings of fear, right? Clear, okay? Right? So that's where you come from, is it's you making the choice. If you keep sitting there saying, Spirit, guide me, you're going to stay where you're at. Because you're basically saying, I'm not going to go anywhere unless I'm told what to do. And so basically I need to be told what to do. And we're moving out of those energies into ascension, where you claim your sovereignty and realize you are a God creator being. Yeah. So stop asking for guidance and start following your own heart and your own intuition. Remember that acceptance of your truth. It's not just the bad things that happen. It's the good desires. You know what you want. You know what makes you happy. Right? When, I remember once I saw this artist and he had hand drawn this picture and I go, that's really good. When did you start drawing? And he goes, same time as you, 6th grade. I just never stopped. Oh, yeah. That's the whole thing. When you're a kid, you knew what made you happy. Try there. Try starting there instead of asking somebody else to tell you what to do. Go to what was fun for you, and you'll know. Okay, now the third part of this, we have intent plus action yields big dividends. We have the second part, let go of what hasn't served you. The third part is make efforts to find your tribe, to interact with your tribe. If you already start to get, these people I feel good around, I get this elevated sense when I'm around them, spend more time. Make a commitment. Okay, lunch every week, or go out on Tuesday nights, or whatever it is you do. Spend time with your tribe. Okay? If you don't have that tribe, it's time to start finding it. Actively saying, okay, are the people I interact with elevating? Do I feel better when I'm around them? Or is it just, again, that habit, letting go of what haven't served you, okay? Is it just a habit? These are who I hang with. And this is what we do when we hang. Part of Ascension is all the old is going to fall away. You can't have the old 3D and go into 5D. You don't move into a new neighborhood by staying in the old house. You got to go to the new neighborhood. And that means it's going to be new people. It means finding your tribe. If you don't know what's available, every Tuesday night, Tracy and I host the Becoming Awesome Group Consciousness Manifestation Meetup. And if you sign up for the 14-day program, you'll see the links to join that. So please do. And be with other high consciousness people. But whatever it looks like for you, tribe is going to be important this month. In the past, it was like a life ladder. It's like you had to find that support because it was like so against the odds and against all of society that was holding back and dragging its feet. And so you had to find your tribe just to know you were okay. Now, in this month, it's more about accelerating. Yeah, when you're with your tribe, the magic is going to be so strong. The miracles will happen. The prayers will be answered. The health and the emotional wellness that you seek will come to you. The courage to make the decisions to move or do whatever it is you need to do to be in your right place is going to be easier. So for July, it's going to be a magnification energy. when you're with your tribe. Yeah. It's going to be a great month. Summertime in the U.S. here. Those of you in different parts of the world, you're enjoying whatever you're enjoying. But for me, it's going to be out in the sun with my beloved wife, meeting up with the beautiful people that I know. I'll be in France doing the retreat during the first week of July, and then back home hosting my community meetups. Oh, fantastic time to make that connection. And the doctor's in, it's you. Emotional health is available. Intent plus action is going to yield you big results. Let go of what hasn't served you and welcome yourself to interacting more so with your tribe. Stay blessed. Put your comments below. What energies do you feel are coming up in July? What are you going to do to activate your intents this month? Yeah, what are your intents and how are you going to activate them? Start to form the community in the chat, okay? All right. Thanks for your comments. Please put a like and subscribe. Share this video. Stay blessed.